talk about ways of expressing responsible parenthood. What is responsible parenthood? Responsible parenthood is bringing up children. You bring up children well. Yes? Can you open your textbooks on page 81? Those ones who have the 4th edition. If you are a responsible parent, that means you're bringing up your children well. So can we read? In previous chapter, you read that and you read the first responsible parenthood, and then I start explaining the points.
Once children are born in a family, the husband and the wife become parents. As parents, the couple is expected to behave according to the expectations of the community and bring up their children in a responsible way.
Responsible parenthood is a process in which parents bring up their children. It is the situation in which parents provide for the needs of their children and show care and well-support in every aspect of their life. Do you know of parents who are responsible? What are some of the things they do to show that they are responsible parents? Responsible parenthood is valuable because when parents bring up their children well, they help them to grow up with a good foundation. They ensure that children are properly nurtured in every stage of their lives and create families in which everybody feels secure and wanted.
So responsible parenthood is manifested in the following ways. That is what we are told. It is by understanding parental roles and responsibilities. And it is explained there. Understanding parental roles is you, as you're the parent, you're supposed to perform your duties. You feed the children, right? You give them their basic needs. Number 2, you're supposed to educate children in all aspects of life. For example, you're supposed to educate them on money, because parents forget how to educate their children on financial matters. When you're at home, does your parent give you the ATM card to go and pick money? Or does he go with you and show you how to use the ATM? You should be able to. Are you told the downsides or the disadvantages of what? Loans. That is how you're supposed to be. To know how will you know how to use an ATM? How? Ask yourself, how will you know? You have to go there with your parent and know how. You have also to go to the bank with your parent to know how the facilities in the bank are used. Also, another way of expressing responsible parenthood is teaching and training children in religious matters. That is, you tell your children the benefits of worshiping. And and in the training, you urge them to go to where? To church. And how do you urge your children to go to church? Now you are the youth. And the youth, if you tell them, go to the church, they'll come back and tell you, I went to church. And you've already given them sadaka offering. What you do is, get in the car. We go to church. We sit together. Yes. So that I know you are there. Yes. Mm-hmm. Helping their children to grow physically, socially, and psychologically and emotionally. Helping children grow in these aspects of life makes sure that you help your children to mature. Maturing them is to ensure that they take all things carefully. They do things carefully and they question things that they do not do what? They do not understand. They question them. Also, helping children to develop intellectually by providing opportunities for them to learn. If you find that your son, because your son has an interest in gaming, you buy a book, yes, and you tell them, can you read about it, so that you tell me about it, yes. So this is you provide the opportunities for intellectual growth. You also teach them good morals and uprightness. You teach them how to be honest, honest and honorable. Those are good morals, to be honest. And then also by working hard to provide for their basic needs. You as the parent, you should have a source of income. It is the end of the month and then you say, we don't have money. Now how don't you have money? If you do not working hard, it doesn't mean you should work for a person to earn income, right? You go to your shamba and you plow it. At the end of the rain season, you're going to have what? The maize, or you're going to have the beans. You find some of the parents are giving excuses. The rains are already near and they've not prepared the what? The shamba. Or they're waiting for you. It is wrong. As the parents, they should work hard to provide for you your basic needs. Also, teaching children or teaching them on how to relate to their children. Now your parents are the ones who are supposed to teach you how you are going to relate with your own children. That is when you've grown, now you have your children, or before you get, this happens mostly before you get married. They guide you, or now you should relate to your children. Or sometimes when they're giving you advice, they tell you, if you don't hear, remember you'll have your own what? Son. And these are the things that you'll be telling them. Also, to become a good role model. Yes? Especially, you do things that you want your child to emulate. And I was giving you the other example the other day that I was telling you, you cannot tell your child not to smoke and you're doing what? You're smoking. Children mostly learn, especially when they're growing up, the first 5 years are very important. They learn by looking at what you're doing. If I come to your home and your small sister abuses me a big word, it's you who've taught her. How does she know? All of you, there's someone in that house who uses that word. If there's something you do, tomorrow they'll do. If you go to the kitchen and you put all the meat from the sufuria, tomorrow they'll go the first ones and come with, and you start caning them for nothing. And yet they saw what you did. When you're applying the peanut butter like this, and then you scoop and you put in your mouth, tomorrow they'll just wait for tomorrow. And they don't know whether the person, they are not supposed to be seen by their mother. Their mother is there. They'll apply the peanut butter on the piece of bread, yes, on the slice, and then they'll scoop and eat the same way. If you usually, instead of using a cup to get milk from the fridge, you take the bottle and you drink from it directly. Tomorrow, when they are visitors, they'll just take, even the juice bottle, they'll just take it and drink from the what? The bottle, instead of putting in the what? In the cup or the glass. They usually emulate what you're doing. So be a good role model. So parents are supposed to set good examples. So that is all about responsible parenthood.